The Auvergne region in central France. It's remote and rural. Little disturbs the peace and tranquility, unless you live near one of these. And here's the problem. 2 villages in central France, separated by a ridge and 8 wind turbines. The village of Saint-Clément has turbines on its territory, but they're a long way from the town. The neighbouring village of LAVOINE has no turbines on its land, and a full frontal view of the spinning blades. Proceeds from the electricity go to Saint-Clément, but not to LAVOINE. Claude SCHEFFER lives under the ridge. He says on windy days the noise is unbearable. He's had to install triple glazing. Claude says the turbines have split the community.
Alors la première chose déjà c'est lorsque ça tourne le bruit.
The first thing is the noise, and then there's the cost of soundproofing. And our house has lost a third of its value. And then they destroyed woodland to build them anyway, so that can't be good for carbon emissions.
Back in Saint-Clément, where people benefit from the electricity, the turbines are all but out of sight and out of mind.
Moi, personnellement, ça me gêne pas.
Personally, they don't bother me.
Bon, je les vois à peine.
We need something to give us energy, and for me, this is clean energy.
De toute façon, il faut quelque chose pour produire de l'énergie.
Small-scale wind farms are the norm in France, but legal actions are multiplying, aimed at blocking their construction or getting them dismantled. The turbine companies say the future is all about clean energy.
En 2030, il est attendu.
In 2030, France is committed to producing 40% renewable energy, and out of all of the renewables, wind power is the easiest and simplest way to help us get there.
And as for the mayor of LAVOINE, he says the only payback for his village is ruined countryside.
Ce qui m'énerve surtout, c'est que
what annoys me most is that they're only producing electricity 9% of the time. The impact on the landscape is terrible. You can see them 50 kilometres away. All that to not make electricity.
This is likely to be just the beginning. Already there are proposals for another set of wind turbines just a few kilometres away. And this kind of dispute will only become more and more commonplace as local authorities and their communities try and find that difficult balance between the need to keep the integrity of the landscape and the local environment intact and the growing requirement for renewable energy. Indeed, wind power provides just 3.5% of French electricity right now, but there are plans to triple wind energy by 2020. It seems this will become a more familiar sight across France, something communities somehow are going to have to reconcile. Nick Clark, Al Jazeera, Auvergne, France.